I was like, that was the social media of his time.
Live.
You actually went out, actually had to
in real
interact
time.
with people. There wasn't no sitting with your face painted in a screen looking at stuff.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
What do you remember about it most, Jason?
Just everybody going to town and taking pride in all their vehicles and
themselves, and just
Yeah.
having a good time and cherishing their friendships, and
yep, everybody wanting to hang out, watch it, see who's cruising.
no
Yeah.
drama,
I mean,
no, you know, he
Play the
said, she
drama the
said.
next night, you didn't know it.
Yeah, it was over with. It was just done.
Engine screaming, late night lights. Grease on our hands, yeah, it's living right. Doors are open, mics turn on. Lily Jack customs till the break of dawn. Hot rods and Hijinks, loud and unchained. Burning rubber, going slightly insane. Fast cars, bad ideas, let's begin. Welcome to Hot Rods and Hijinks.
All right, welcome back, Hot Rods and Hijinks podcast here at Lily Jack Customs in downtown Greenville. We got a pretty special one here tonight. We got local legend here with us,
Local
Tommy.
legend in his
local
own
legend.
mind.
Yeah, well, I mean, he might be more than his own mind. But we've got one of the originators from right here in this area of the mini truck scene and anything else scene. He was the man to go
Anything
to.
lowered, anything with big wheels.
Yes, if it was lowered and on big wheels, this was the man to go to.
He was the go-to. He was the info guy.
He's
Anybody needed
still
to
the
know-
man to go to.
Absolutely.
But in-house, everybody else knows him as L-Train. Jason Alderman, welcome to the podcast.
Nice to be here.
Hey, we're glad to have you, buddy.
We just about lost Jason a couple of years
I
ago.
know,
you know.
right?
He spent 100 and some days in the hospital, and we didn't think he was going to make it
I
back.
know.
But I think he's got 9 or 10 lives, man.
That's right. He's back and better than ever. I don't know what they put in him while he was there, but I think they made him like a bionic man or something. You know,
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a little experimentation going on in there.
It was actually 6 months.
I know
it was a while.
It was a
Yeah, it was
long
a
time,
while.
man.
Yep.
But we're glad to have you back, and hope to, hope your health continues. He's back to work, and he's doing his thing.
Doing good.
You know.
I would say he looks good, which he looks, he's all right. But
He's always been kind of,
Yeah.
welcome. I'm right there with you, man. Well, you're welcome. We're all welcome in that club. So. But no, let's talk a little bit about what all used to go on around here in the 90s, mid 90s to early 2000s.
Early 2000s car
Kind of
culture.
mini truck
yeah.
car culture scene there going on. Used to be pretty big, pretty hot around here. I mean, there used to be a lot that went on.
It was.
I
Greenville
came
was
in a
kind
little
of
bit too late on it, but
Right.
I'm about 10 years younger than all that
I'm like
stuff.
10 years older than I should be.
I understand.
You were still doing that stuff when you were how old, Tommy? Well, but
Tommy said, "Yeah, we actually got closed cabs on vehicles by the time I got around to it." That's funny.
I don't know anybody that had air conditioning back in those days.
That was kind of
It was an option.
yeah.
But man, everybody had their windows down, their radios up.
Mm-hmm.
Everything was sitting on the ground. Yep. Do it.
He's laughing too hard.
And this guy he had an 18-inch kicker sub, and he had that thing in every vehicle he ever had.
Yep.
He's probably still got it,
Nope.
It finally bit the dust, huh?
Nope.
but that thing would beat you to
It went
death.
through 2 or 3 more people after I got it.
It's
Before
still,
it finally
it's
come
still
apart.
kicking. It's an
It might
18-inch
still
kicker
be.
that's still kicking.
I bet it is still kicking.
It probably is.
That's back when they were built good.
Yeah, it's a big old.
You probably couldn't get a new one to do that.
Man, the box looked like a I started to say a refrigerator box, but more like a dishwasher. It had to be 10 cubic feet back there in the back of this thing, and bass.
Yep.
You'd hear him coming a half a mile in all directions.
That's right.
Yep.
But so in the 90s and up to the early 2000s, Greenville was kind of a hub for, cruising was a big thing back there. And we always go back to that because that was our social media. That's how we made friends, and we've become friends and been friends almost 40 years. I met him in like 87, so we're in our 39th year. And, Broad Street was big in Kingsport, but we had people come from everywhere. Knoxville, Morristown, Tri-Cities, Friday evening at 5:30, 6 o'clock, you better have your car cleaned up, tank of gas, your CDs, you had 1,000 of those things.
Yep.
Systems, everything was decked out.
Yeah.
I mean, everything was cool, it was shining. I mean, we even had a Pontiac Phoenix that was lowered.
Yep.
And
Yep.
he's a local legend as well. But, I mean, everything back then was fixed up. Chevy Citations.
Oh, yeah. Everybody had their stuff
Early
fixed up.
90s. We, there's a few muscle cars left, but when the scene kind of came on, mini trucks were huge.
Oh, yeah.
And everything was getting lowered. I mean, everything was lowered. And, custom wheels. We saw ground effects come alive. Convertible tops became a thing.
That was always awesome. Convertible trucks, man.
We
that
did
was
some
just,
of those, man,
Yep.
and the crazy colors. The 90s stuff is popular again. You see all the kids in college and high school wearing the neon turquoise and day glow colors.
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff was big back then, and it's kind of come back around. And I think mini trucking is the next wave of custom stuff that's due back.
Oh yeah, a lot of young guys are getting back.
They
into
are.
that. The scene's growing on that
Sure.
again. I mean, it had went dwindled down,
Sure.
but it has come back pretty strong. I mean, you look at numbers like over Mini Nats over there. I mean, it's got
crazy
huge.
how it did come
Yeah,
back.
it's very
Mini
very
trucking
big.
is not dead. I see that all the time, and I'm thinking, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But it's really not.
No,
and
it's-
what's crazy is some of these trucks are still around. Todd Collins still has his red Mazda with a snug and the billet
Yep.
wheels. I mean, that thing was ahead of its time then.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got it parked in the
tucked away in the garage.
yeah,
wipe it off, put all the gas in it, and it's back out on the street.
no doubt. So L Train here, he's had 30 different variations of the L Train.
Lost track.
Everything
No,
lowered.
not that many.
He
But
went, he went from mini trucks to, some big-bodied exotics. Well, they were to us. None of our friends had Acuras or Lexuses back then. We had Toyotas and Subarus. And,
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. We didn't have any Subarus. Do you have any friends that have Subarus?
Now, but not back then.
no,
Chevy S10 trucks,
Carly's
that kind of
Carly's
thing.
always had Mazdas.
He's
and
always had,
Subarus.
his truck is 40 years old. And that's what's crazy is the 86 Mazda B2000, which is still one of the best looking trucks around, is 40 years
That's wild
old
to
this
think
year.
about it.
Yeah. The S10 came out in 83, 84. The Isuzu. It's just mind blowing that it's 40 years have gone
It's
by.
crazy to think about,
The
ain't it?
Nissan Hardbody, 86 and a half,
Yeah, I'll
actually came
say-
out 40 years
Yeah, I'm
ago.
saying Nissan Hardbody is 40 years ago too.
And you still see those trucks everywhere.
That's still one of my favorites right there.
Oh, yeah.
I've always been a hard body fan.
Yeah, always.
And my son, he wants a hard body.
Sure.
He would love to have a hard body truck. He's in a Toyota right now, but it's,
I wondered why there's one sitting at your house.
yeah, we run on a Tundra there, so
Well,
He was Jason here was always a Toyota man, and
He was,
he
yeah.
had the lowest Toyotas of ever. He was on the ground before dropped A arms and hydraulics and
or ride anything
all
like
any of that
that.
stuff. He
Oh,
had,
yeah.
10-inch blocks in the back with the leaf springs flipped over and
Yeah.
whatever it took, that's what
yeah.
it was. It's whatever it took.
And it had mad cam. Well, actually, you never really had any mad camber. For some reason, he had them standing straight up. But, we had 14-inch wheels back then. 15s. If you had 195 50 15s, you were the man.
You were the bomb. Yep.
And then 16s and 17s came along in the later 90s, 96, 7, 8. Big wheels started coming. I don't recall anybody having 20s up until
Nah, that's been
in the
yeah,
2000s.
That was up in the 2000s, yeah.
But back then, man, everything was so simple and easy going, and everything had its own look, and you could differentiate everyone. When you saw that, you knew exactly who that person was, even though there may have been 10 black Mazda trucks in town or 10
Yeah.
gray ones. There was something different, and you knew exactly
You knew
who it
who was
was.
who.
Yeah, and we knew everybody,
Yeah.
first name, last name. We just, it's kind of like social media.
I was like, that was the social media of his time.
Live.
You
And
actually
then-
went out
yeah,
and actually had
in
to
real
interact
time.
with people. There wasn't no sitting with your face painted in a screen looking at stuff.
Oh, yeah. What do you remember about it most, Jason?
Just everybody going to town and taking pride in all their vehicles and
And themselves, and just
Yeah.
having a good time and cherishing their friendships, and
everybody wanting to hang out, see who's cruising.
no drama, no, you know. He
Play the
said,
drama
she
the
said.
next night, you didn't know it.
Yeah, it was over with. It was just done. Yeah, if there was anything, it was took care of, and it was over with.
Yeah,
That's good times.
oh yeah.
Big sound systems were, you know, really coming
Oh, yeah.
alive then, but this was
Yeah.
pre-hydraulics and any type of.
Wasn't a lot of bag stuff then. Either.
No,
You
not
know,
at
nobody
all.
bagged anything
No.
much. You know, that didn't come on to what, late 90s,
Biggest
early
thing,
2000s?
biggest thing we had was air shocks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know, old Schrader valve out there at the license plate and just crank it up.
So tilt beds came along
Yeah.
in the early to mid 90s.
I always thought that was pretty awesome.
Stacy Bailey had a Mazda truck, and he worked at North Main TV at the time, and they sold satellites, these big, huge 10-foot
Oh, yeah,
dishes
the
in the yard.
big ones like everybody had in their yard.
They
yeah.
had this screw drive, like, and that's what tilted and turned this thing. Well, he's a genius anyway. He takes one of those screw lifts and puts it in the bed of his truck and
Yep,
you know,
straight
he's
up
got
down.
tilt bed, yeah. And you couldn't put any weight back there because
Oh,
it
yeah.
would strip the gear out. But I mean, he was the first one. He took a satellite motor and had a tilt bed. It was
Just use
crazy.
what you had. It wasn't no get on the internet and order something Amazon, have it the next day. You know,
I think he's making moonshine seals now.
possibly. Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah.
fine. Supplemental income, you got to.
Sure.
Offset all the costs.
But he was a brainiac, you know, and all the stuff like that came along. You kind of have to start with something, and you see where it's originated to now. You know, it's crazy how things have evolved.
Yep.
But such a simple time back then. One thing I wanted to talk about is every small town back in the day, even from the 50s to the early 2000s, every small town had like the strip or the place that everyone gathered. And ours, of course, is Tuscon Boulevard. And, for multiple generations, we all cruised there and met there and all that. And, if you have one business that you could bring back to a town and you ask people about what would you like to have, it's either Ham's Drive-In or Burger Chef.
I'll say Burger Chef right there on the boulevard.
And when Burger Chef closed and left Greenville, I think it took everything with it. I know that sounds crazy, but the mindset, that was the central hub. That was the gathering place. Meet me at Burger Chef. We'll figure out where we're going to go tonight. We'll meet in town. Everyone came to that little
That's
burger
a good
place.
point right there. I hadn't really thought about that, but you're probably right. I remember when it shut down, it's like everything changed.
Everything changed, and like the car culture, it went away.
Yeah, it vanished.
Even though we had the commons, that really wasn't. We never went there. Tuscon was a mile long in each direction, from basically McDonald's at Austin Street, all the way to Howard's Pharmacy.
Right. I'll say it went down to Howard's right there where Patty's used to be.
And it was bumper to bumper.
Yeah.
If you got through town 3 or 4 times a night,
You was doing
you was
real
doing good.
Yeah.
And, at 6 o'clock, the town was packed until 11:30, 12 o'clock, and then everyone started getting out of here and going and doing their thing and going home or whatever. We all had kind of curfews and that kind of stuff or jobs.
Everybody had to work so they could pay for what they put on their truck.
Yeah, dude. You come to town with $20 in your pocket and you thought you were the stuff.
Oh,
You
yeah.
had a full tank of gas. Everybody else is coming on with their gas lights on. And putting $5 worth of gas in your car to run all night. But man, it sure looked good. And we had a hell of a time.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't have a worry in the world.
Yeah. That is cool though.
As long as that bass was bumping and everybody was smiling, and we just had the best times ever back then.
Yeah. Everybody just
We
piled
really
up.
did, yeah.
See who just bought the new tape or CD.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It was tapes.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Remember singles?
Yep.
Singles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Singles. Yep.
That's
You
crazy.
didn't have to put it on repeat. Just
It
leave
just
it in
kept
and
playing.
just kept playing and playing and playing. Don't.
Yeah.
Baby got back.
There you go.
Yeah.
Gonna break into song here in a minute, ain't he?
Man,
Yeah, he's fixing to
it
break
was
it
such
down.
a simple time,
Yeah,
I miss it, but at the same time, man, I'm just glad that I got to grow up in it and be part of it. And, there's a lot of us that aren't here remember it, but we remember them, and it was a good time to grow up in a little town.
That's like in a lot of these pictures. As I was saying, I'm about 10 years too late on this. I was a young kid whenever, and I remember trucks. I remember a lot of these. I remember paint jobs. It's like I remember seeing them. But I mean, I didn't know nobody then. I mean, just a kid.
Oh yeah.
But I remember a lot of those paint jobs and stuff. It's crazy to think about. And
the work that went into them back then. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's hard to replicate something like that now, but it's neat to see some of those things. The guys were building tandem trucks. You remember that was a kind of a scene.
I always thought that's cool.
Dude with a Ford Ranger and 4 wheels and what the heck, dude?
In the rear,
yeah.
Yep, Shannon Bullis out of North Carolina.
Suicide doors, gull wings. They made their own hinges. They'd go to the junkyard and take parts off something else. And this was before you could get in a magazine and order anything.
Right. There wasn't no getting it mail ordered and dropped off. And
Toxic shock was the first lowered shocks that you could get, and then they had lowered control arms for a Mazda, and they were like $200. And people, $200? What the hell? Are you crazy? Are you crazy? $200.
That's a lot of money.
It was.
Early mid-90s, early 2000s.
But you'd spend $299 on an AM/FM cassette player to go in the dash.
Yeah.
CD players, I think the first one to come to Greenville was $499 in 1985, 86.
Unheard of stuff, wasn't
it? This was the Alpine man right here.
Was he an Alpine guy?
He had the cream of the crop. We were running Profile and
what, no road gear and audio Vox and his stuff.
Urban Audio Works, and this was way before Dual. I mean, this was cheaper than Dual.
Yeah.
Roadmaster from Walmart. I don't know how many.
I've rocked a lot of those old Roadmaster here.
I had a few of those too. You had to start somewhere.
I've smoked a few of those, ain't you? They didn't hold up quite as well.
No.
$20 6x9s, and they sounded good.
Oh yeah, for a little while.
Yeah,
depending on how much power you push through them.
Yep.
That's crazy, and I love it too. It's like we've talked on this a little bit before too. That boy of mine. I mean, he's just he's a 15, 16-year-old kid.
Sure,
but he has got big into stereo stuff here in the last little bit, and I think that's great.
Yep.
He's loving it. He's been installing stereos for his buddies and their trucks and stuff. And very rarely I'll jump in there and help him with a little something. If it's something crazy, weird, with integrating with this newer stuff. I said, well, we'll see if we can figure it out. But for the most part, he's even figuring it out on his own. And, he's loving his stereo stuff. So it kind of makes me happy that, he's carrying that stuff on,
You're fixing to hear him coming home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guarantee it. Yeah. He'll be way off on it. There he is. He's about, he ain't going to be late tonight.
He'll be right at the top of the hill, and let me turn this down. And you'll hurt him for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll hurt him halfway there. Yeah. And then,
I got a neighbor, their son does that. You can hear him bumping, coming down the road, and he'll get down to the bottom of the road, turn it off, come up in the neighborhood.
Hey, that's all right. I'm still about that bad though. I love my stereo.
Bass was big for a while. You had systems that had multiple, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15-inch subwoofers in them. You take a mortgage out on your house to do that now. It's crazy. The great wall behind you just beat you to death.
What was in that little Dodge D50? 12.
Kevin's red one. Yeah, we cut the back wall out and did the accordion boot and built a wall. It had like 8, 12 Orions in it. And Jesus, dude. I mean, it sounded like a freaking rock concert or a nightclub,
Yeah.
It's just insane.
Watch the lights dim every time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's before all this fancy. All you done was add an extra battery. Now you got all this other fancy stuff you can do, bigger alternators and stuff. But
if your bass made your CD player skip, you were doing something.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Unless you had an Alpine like Jason,
Yeah, I never could afford the Alpine stuff.
Well, I probably shouldn't, but I did.
Hey. Like man always said about money, there'll be more Friday. That's what he usually said. Make that payment.
And we all had jobs back then too.
Yeah.
When we were 16, we all had a job. Some people had 2 jobs. And, we didn't have much, but what we did have, we took care of and took pride of. We were proud of it.
Yeah. You worked for it.
Yeah.
You saved your own money and bought your own stuff. That's crazy. Bought your own stereo equipment that you ended up burning down half of it.
Oh yeah.
What's that smell?
I got a deal on this. Whole dash smoking.
Yeah.
Those around 280s.
Melting to the carpet under the seat. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Serwin Vega dual voice core 12s with a around 280 cut down to half ohm, 1 ohm or whatever. And, you'd have a 100-watt fuse on it. And
Yep.
two of them together, or paper clip in between, or stick a 10-millimeter bolt, in place of the fuse and just hammer down,
Whatever it took.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times, man. I'm telling you. And, I don't know. It just seems simpler. It's a good time. Just hanging out, cruising around like it was. It's always a good time.
It sure was.
And you had, loitering signs on places. Cops would drive through there. They might run you off for a few minutes, and they'd go on and do something else. But
now they're the chief of police.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that is true.
They're a little more lenient because they kind of did that. And they
one of the ones that was doing it, he's in charge. So.
Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious. I hadn't thought about that. But, yeah, them guys, man, they used to do that. They'd just ride through and run you off every once in a while, and then, they'd go on. No big deal. Everybody piled back in about 15 minutes later.
Sure.
Hang out. Wasn't nobody hurting nothing. Nobody left a mess usually. It was always pretty clean. You had a few to come in, they weren't from here or something. They might throw out some trash or something, but.
They always brought a crew with them too. 'Cause like if you saw one, you saw 5.
Yeah.
And but everybody had a good time. We really didn't have any drama. We didn't have any, anybody flipping out and going nuts and crazy stuff. We had some crazy girls that I saw one drove by and she's like, she was driving somebody else's truck, and dude he just bought this S10, and literally 2 days before that, body kit, spoilers, graphics, at Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah,
best looking girl in town. She's from California. Everyone's like, oh my God, she's beautiful, blonde hair. She was ahead of her time. She didn't look like anything from here. She jumps in this dude's truck and she just takes off. She doesn't go down and turn onto the street. She goes off the bank, ground effects and all.
Oh, boy.
Takes after her. And that guy, I'm looking at him going, she just tore your truck all to hell. And he goes, I got insurance. I'm like, holy crap. But if it had been anyone else, it would have been crazy. But that's about the extent of it back then. But really wasn't a whole lot of damage,
That's just a good time.
It was a simple time.
That's crazy. So most all your stuff you stayed with Toyota?
Yeah, I had an Acura Legend after the mini truck scene, but I still stayed in the mini trucks a little bit.
What's the craziest one? What's the craziest one you ever did? What's the craziest one you put together? As far as just wild and different.
Just my maroon and green Toyota I had first.
We'll flash a picture of that up there. It's pretty rad truck. I remember that.
I remember seeing Jason, and he was this nerdy little dude that stayed to himself. We're all geeks, man. We nerd out on stuff. But he was this dude. He was just hanging out in the parking lot at what it's now Gosnell's Eastgate. Eastgate was the hub.
Eastgate was
completely
the center of all of it right there.
Yep. And he's just sitting there minding his own business, admiring everybody's stuff, talking to everybody. He's sitting there in his truck, and some girls come through crazy in a Fiero. Is that right?
Yeah, well, she was turning in to Eastgate.
Takes out the L train.
Well, no, she didn't. There was another guy in a big old LTD.
A load of trash from Detroit.
Yeah. Son, he was afloat.
He knocked him into next week.
Yeah, knocked her vehicle up on my truck.
Oh, no.
So the L train was derailed for a little bit. But when it came back.
That just means it's time to go home and make it better. That's all that ever means.
That's what happened.
Yep.
He said if I was a little lower, they would have kind of went over me.
Yeah, it wouldn't have caused near the damage.
And, this thing was on the ground a couple of weeks later. He had some primered fenders and stuff like that. But that's when he became L train then. It was super, super low, and it just kept getting cooler and cooler. He had a snug
that
top.
Was before body drops and all that other stuff.
It was just all chassis, wasn't it?
Yep. Grinder.
How's your kidneys from all that? you know,
I guess they're fine.
the roads were better back then too. You know, we didn't have a lot of potholes and stuff, but
Yeah.
you know,
Well, that's because the pavement that's on the roads is from then. They've just never redone it. That's why it's full of holes.
We might have helped in that, I guess.
Yeah. And see, you guys were down low enough. You were keeping it clean. They were just
Yep.
keeping it scraped off.
Yeah.
I remember someone had a truck and they were talking about how low it was, and he pushed the lid of a Skull can across the parking lot, and that's
That's low. Yeah.
quarter inch.
At least.
That's crazy.
There was a couple of cars around that do that too.
That's down there.
Stevie Harris's little that 2-door.
G-body.
Yeah.
Grand Prix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Son, it was.
Did he have
Wow.
wires on it?
I don't remember what he had.
He probably had the rallies and them painted neon
But I
green
know it was on. Yeah.
with trim rings.
With trim rings.
Yeah.
That's great.
But it was super low. We had some bullet side Datsuns that were really low too. But
Yep.
the Mazdas, I think, Brent Seaton,
They were. Yeah. Brent
His-
Brown
his-
had them.
his gray one was super. Rodney Kiker, you know, that's a name that, you know,
Oh,
everyone in
yeah,
Greenville will
everybody
always
knew that
remember.
name.
Guy had no fear, but he was a total nut job. Super fun. But
Take brand new trucks and cut the tops off of them and everything else, wouldn't he?
yeah, he was backing out of his driveway to go to school, and a car hit him. And his dad goes, "I can't have that." So he goes to school. He takes the truck on the rollback, and they go and buy him another truck. I'm not kidding.
Yep.
He takes that truck down to his grandmother's and takes a saw and cuts the top off. He's going to chop it.
Yeah, he did.
Chop the top on a brand new. The truck had a couple thousand miles on it.
No, it didn't have 100.
Did it not?
It was that new, still.
Yeah, it didn't have. No, it didn't have hardly.
I don't know
any
that
on
it ever came back from the grave, but
Yeah.
it sat behind Nellie's forever, and we're like, everybody was like,
Yeah,
"Can you believe he
side
done
was
that to a
caved in
new
on it.
truck?"
Golly. Brand new truck.
I don't think it had many.
Hadn't
miles
even
on it.
come to all the way to operating temperature yet, had it? I mean, it was.
And it was a 26i too, wasn't it?
Yep.
It was the good. It was
Top
a good truck.
line.
We all had B2000,
Yeah.
2200. You know, the plain Jane ones, and this one had everything.
Yeah.
You know, air and 5-speed.
Yeah.
You know, I think it had 95 horsepower
Which
instead
one?
of 85.
Which one did he tear the drive shaft out of and it come up through the bed?
Come through the bed. Yeah.
Golly.
Running about 100 and what, 30, 40?
Well, the speedometer did, but when you've got a tire the size of a forklift, you know, you're double. So he's probably running about 75
He's
or
about
80.
75, it just
We
doubled
thought
on
we
the
were all
speedometer.
going 100 with them low-profile tires back in. That's why all those engines wore
Well,
out.
you
The
know,
RPMs just killed the motor.
That small of a diameter, plus that close to the ground, it felt like 140.
But from red light to red light, we thought we was in a 69 Camaro. you
Yeah.
know.
Some of that Fast and Furious stuff you know,
Yes.
coming off on the back wheels.
Yeah.
That's funny.
After the mini truck scene kind of died out, the bigger cars came in. We had a. When's the last time you saw a Mitsubishi Diamante?
Oh, man, that's been a long time.
Bo Oliver had one, the whole thing blacked out, big wheels under it,
I remember that car.
slammed. It was
Yes,
looked like a big
yes,
gangster car. It was
yes.
a killer car.
Killer car. Clean car.
Jason had he had the Acura with some niche bonds. Killer wheels. They're highly desirable now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
What's
those
crazy
are
is 30
still
years later,
high-dollar
yeah,
wheels.
they're coming back.
Yeah.
Lexus. The sport compact car kind of came along then. And then I guess the Fast and the Furious craze came in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And then it was just an explosion of everything.
Oh, yeah. Everything.
Chevy Malibus, not the old ones.
Right,
I'm
the
talking
new
like
ones, yeah.
A 97 had a
Yeah.
body kit. You get on, you get in Trucking Magazine, and Andy's Auto Sport had a body kit, Shogun, body kit for everything. I saw minivans with body kits
Oh, yeah,
and
minivans,
wings
yes.
on the back.
Yes.
You know, suicide doors, the craziest stuff you've ever
Lambo
seen.
doors on a van,
Dodge
everything.
neons, man. Yeah, neons were everywhere, lowered. We had a car called the Bumpin' Pumpkin, a Geo Metro. Now you know what a Geo is.
Oh, yeah.
It's a generic engineered object. This thing, she was bumping. She had that. It looked like a pumpkin, and that's what they called it.
That bumpin'
Hey
pumpkin.
man, what are you doing? Well, I tell you what you're doing. You're jarring the windows over. She had a big system in the back. Little Alicia, she did. She had a Geo Metro, and it was cool.
I
It was
forgot
new.
about that.
You remember that?
Yeah, I forgot about it actually.
But so that was the late '90s, almost into 2000.
Yeah.
Everybody had a cool car. I mean, it's like I think it all came from mini trucking.
Oh yeah, it had some carryover.
There were still several trucks around, but the cars, exploded, wheels, ground effects, everything, and everybody had something. It's insane.
I think that's funny. And it's like one of my favorite stories. I wish Tyler was here to tell it.
Oh yeah.
About that Toyota truck whenever he got it.
Oh,
and they
yeah.
said it couldn't tuck 20s or something. Wasn't it?
Yeah, they said it couldn't tuck
Couldn't.
20.
There was no way that truck could tuck 20s. The first thing he did was call the L train, took off down there, and
They got
long
those-
he come to town, he had 20s under that truck.
Saws all.
Yeah, and it wasn't
People were all
riding.
pissed off, and it was all static drop, wasn't it?
Yeah, at the time.
And everybody that saw it was just mad. Tyler said there's still some guys to this day
Still
that won't
mad.
talk to him about it. They're still mad. And this 20 years later, and they're still mad. So
And it didn't even have drop spindles on it.
yeah, it was all still just factory
Yeah.
stuff.
That's the truck we took to New Mexico.
Yeah, that's the one he swapped off for the
And
bug.
swapped-
Yeah, that's the
off
one
for
that
the
had the
Suicide
one suicide
door.
door and one regular.
And one regular.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
It didn't have a tilt bed, did it?
No.
That was a wild ride.
I guarantee it.
But Toby, he claimed that he had the first set of 20s under a mini truck. Did he?
Hey,
In the Nissan?
maybe.
And he's had that at least 30 years.
Man,
hasn't
he's
he?
had that truck a long time, hasn't he?
It is super cool.
Oh, it is. And I mean, it's. How many times has he redone that truck, man? I mean, every time it's always been cool. But
The chameleon, I don't
yeah.
know, it keeps changing,
It
but it
does.
kind of stays the same. But
Yeah.
dude, it's super cool.
it is. The fit and finish on it's perfect.
Unbelievable.
It's
yeah.
perfect.
He's got 50,000 in that truck. I
Oh, at a
guarantee it.
minimum. At a minimum.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah, at a minimum.
But it's kind of neat to see. Is the Zeus truck still around? Do you know? I was told it was in someone's basement.
Man, I forgot about that truck. I remember seeing
remember
that truck.
it?
Yes.
He delivered pizzas at Pizza Hut in a lowered
Yes.
with turquoise scallops.
Yep.
Aqua.
Yeah, I didn't know it was still around.
It was convertible too.
Yeah. The tailgate, somebody's got the tailgate still. 'Cause
Really?
it had all the,
Yep.
I had all that painting and stuff
Yeah,
on like
it had
mural
all
on the
the-
back of it.
yeah, it was like a tomb, like a cemetery
Yeah.
of all the,
Yeah.
I guess, low tide.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember what ghost was on there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't remember what I was on it, but
I about forgot about that. I had forgot about that truck.
Jimmy Collins told me a couple of years ago that he had something in the works that he was wanting to bring back. He was always nicknamed Casper because of his white Mazda, and it was right down on the ground, and carried over into his business
Sure,
now.
sure,
40
yeah.
years later, but he was thinking about bringing the Casper truck back, just for nostalgia. And
Does he still have the truck, or would he be building another one? Is that what?
he has a
He's-
Nissan that
he's
he
got
was
a little
thinking about
Nissan
doing.
Okay.
but
doing.
I think he's going to come back with it and surprise
That'd be
everybody
cool.
one day. Oops, I didn't mean to throw that out there.
It's okay,
Jimmy,
Tommy.
but-
It's okay, Tommy. There's like 3 people listening. I'm sure it's,
he's got that big building going up down there.
one's
that-
probably my mom. It's like, hey, Mom. It's just,
His new building's the size of Moorestown Mall, so
I'm pretty sure it is.
It may
yeah.
be a while
I think it's
before he
got
gets that truck
That
done.
garage, it's going to be a heck of a garage. It's got a food court and everything.
It's killer. It's a showpiece down there on the bypass.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to have a building that size.
Oh yeah.
I'd have some full of
It's-
junk you
it's a
couldn't walk in
monster.
it, but I'd like to
Yeah,
have one that size.
I'd be right there with you.
I'd be climbing over junk to get through it. But
Yeah.
Move junk to get the other junk.
yeah, exactly. Dig through the junk to hunt other junk.
It's crazy. He started out in a little shop, and now he's got, I don't know how many thousand square feet, but it's huge.
Well,
and he's done well with it.
And not just here in Greenville. He's in White Pine and Morristown.
Yeah,
and
I'm sure has. He's
all over
branched
the place.
out.
Yeah, he's got shops everywhere now.
Yep.
That's awesome. And some very rad wreckers too.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
rotators, man. There's something. Them rotators are just awesome.
He always brings them down to a car show, and he'll present the whole glory.
He always hangs
send
a
that
flag
boom
for
up
us.
and hang a
off them.
flag for
It's
us.
always so cool.
It's been an honor to have him down here.
So I wonder why his colors are what they are, especially since he had the white. I wonder why he didn't go with white.
I don't know.
I guess everybody else is still using white.
I think it's just catchy. And
yeah. I love his colors, man. I mean, his
they
trucks.
kind of went out of style, but now they've kind of come
his
back
trucks,
in.
I've always thought his trucks looked awesome.
Yep.
I always loved that paint scheme on them.
Oh, yeah.
And he's pretty much what got me started in mini trucks.
Is he really?
Pretty much. I mean,
That's awesome.
Because he had his when
Right.
we was in high school.
That's
And-
cool.
And it all started with mini trucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of guys that got their start from mini trucks, so you know, I mean, that's.
You
that's where
believe
a lot
fabricators now and builders of custom cars?
Oh, yeah.
They
were all mini truckers.
They all started with the mini trucks.
Yeah, they were all mini truckers. That's
So-
what's crazy about it.
I remember, this falls under the mini truck category, but L-Train had a Toyota 4Runner,
Yeah,
and he body dropped it before anybody did around here.
dude, that thing was so rad.
And when you stuck the key in to open the gas door, you could almost see a lug nut. He
Yeah,
had
tucked up that
20s
far.
under it. It was tucked so far, you could almost change one. You had to do that to change one lug nut on the back of his truck.
Had
I
to
never
open the
seen
gas door to
anything in
change
my
that lug
life
nut,
that
didn't
low. You
That
couldn't
thing was
load
down
it.
there.
You couldn't lower it. You couldn't put it on the trailer because it wouldn't go. I mean, well, you could, but it was just.
Was it bagged or was it just static?
It was it was bagged.
Was it?
Yeah.
That thing
Yeah,
was. It was down there. I mean, it was.
Where did it go? Do you know?
It wound up North Carolina, and then from there, I think it went to Ohio or somewhere. I'm
It's
not
probably
sure.
still out there somewhere.
We
It's
went
probably,
to.
it's probably one we've seen magazines or
Somebody
on
probably went
line
through.
or
Yeah. Or if it went to Ohio, it probably ended up rusty. It probably, if it's outside, it may end up rotting down up there.
Yep.
I got a cousin up there, and that's what he goes on about. Nothing lasts. You know, it's just everything's eat up.
That's the Rust Belt.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's
it may
crazy.
still be around though. Like he said, it may be something seen online or seen in magazines. It may still be kicking around.
Yep.
30 years ago, he and I went to a Volkswagen show in North Carolina, and we were going up through Boone and Banner Elk and across and over to Wilkesboro, and we stopped at a gas station. Now, let me tell you, when I say this guy's known all over the place, we stop at a gas station in the middle of BFE, been far enough on this road.
Yeah.
There's no more gas.
Wilkesboro. wasn't it?
Wilkesboro, yeah.
Yeah.
We're pumping gas, and somebody goes, L-Train, oh yeah. And this another Geo Metro on wires and white wall spins around and zips up. Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah. Fancy handshake and stuff.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. And they had a 5-minute conversation there, and well, they were from Elkin, North Carolina,
That
out in the
was
middle of
Shannon.
nowhere. Yeah.
That was Shannon.
Yeah.
Got the tandem axle Ranger.
Yeah.
Really?
Crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Can't take him nowhere. You know, just can't take him nowhere.
I got a speeding ticket that day, and I stuck it in the dash and forgot about it. And 2 years later, I'm driving down the road here, and something happened. I don't remember what it was, but the cop ran my license, and he goes, "Dude, I'm going to have to take you in." I said, "What the hell are you talking about?" He goes, "Your driver's license are no good." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "I got a check here." And luckily, I knew him, and he came back, and he goes, "Did you get a ticket in North Carolina you didn't pay?" And I went, "Holy shit, that was 2 years ago." And he goes, "You've been driving around for 2 years on an invalid license." You know,
We've got a known felon sitting here with us
we
now.
were worried about going to watch Volkswagen go
Right.
100 mile an hour down the 8th mile, and
He's going
I
over
forgot all about
going
it.
over Farmington?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the first time
crazy.
you'd been, and the mini trucks were big over there then too.
Yep.
But yeah, it cost me like $600 to
Oh,
get my
my
damn
gosh.
license back.
Yeah.
I had to have somebody drive me to the
Golly.
DMV. I mean, like you're 16 and you get your driver's license.
You felt like a 14-year-old kid.
Sorry.
Thanks.
And that $600 was a lot of money
That's a
back
lot of
then.
money, yeah.
Hell yeah, it was. So pay your tickets if you
That's
get
right.
tickets.
Pay the ticket. Don't throw it in the dash and forget about it. It's probably more than $600 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more than $600.
Probably $1,800.
Yeah, I was it's probably what times 3 now. It's $2,000 to get your license back.
Man.
That's hilarious.
Where do you see, what's the next trend in custom cars? You know, there's a bunch of these car enthusiast pages. Knoxville, Morristown, Tri-Cities, Greeneville. You know, we all got these on social media, and you see people asking questions. And what do you think the next scene is? Or is there? Is there a car culture?
I don't. A lot of people don't. The younger generation, they don't care about cars like we did.
Right. They don't live it like a lot of us did.
Yeah, because we eat, breathe.
I still do.
The cars and coffee thing seems to be popular. A couple times a year in Knoxville, they'll draw a crowd in there.
Oh, they get a
and we were
huge
talking
crowd.
about the other day, over 1,000 cars.
Yeah, they get a huge crowd down there.
It's like the exotics now. You would never show up there in a mini truck.
Yeah, you wouldn't come beating in there in a little
Ford Escort GT or Datsun lower down.
Slam down Datsun.
Yeah.
Coming in, scraping across the parking lot.
That'd be me.
Yeah.
Let me get the worst looking vehicle out of the junkyard and I'll get it running.
That's right.
So are you looking forward to Maggie Valley, the Mini Trucking Nationals?
Yeah.
When is that? Is that next weekend or weekend after? It's coming up soon.
2, 3, third. It's third weekend, I think.
Third weekend.
How long have you been involved in that? Since the beginning?
Yeah, but I don't show like I used to. I mean, I just go.
But you go to the event and have a good time and see all your buddies and.
So everybody can start hollering L train at him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's funny.
Yep.
So the Nope Nationals, I just seen a couple days ago.
It's coming back.
They're reintroducing it.
Yep.
Number One Parts Incorporated is what Nope originally was.
Right.
They used to sell Volkswagen parts.
That's what I say. It was Volkswagen how it started out.
And then it became import and this Fast and the Furious craze thing.
Yeah.
And then it just it went away.
It did. It just kind of dropped for a long time, didn't it?
Yeah, I remember going. The last Nope show I do remember going to was probably in 2010.
Wow.
Really?
I think, and I was used to going to the ones back in 2002. And that one, they wasn't enough cars there to fill up the racetrack.
Where was it at?
Racetrack.
Was it? Oh, Bristol.
Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, the ones I remember going to, 2001 to 2000, I don't know, it's around that era.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, if they wasn't 1,000 cars, 1,500, it wasn't a show.
That's just crazy.
And this one may have had 300, 400.
It's unreal, isn't it?
But I mean, everything was top notch.
Sure. Good stuff, but still, that's crazy.
Things kind of evolved from just a set of wheels and it lowered to a lot of fabrication. You see these mini trucks now with, they got $10,000 worth of fabrication in the rear frame section. It's just, and that's before any hydraulics or anything.
That's just the fab. Yeah, that's just the fab work itself.
Yeah. We've got a couple here in town. These guys have had their trucks for 10 or 15, 20 years, and they still work on them, and they're mind-blowing.
Oh, yeah.
And they're finally getting the recognition or respect from other car guys that go, holy crap, dude, that's...
I always loved the work. That was always one of my favorite things, to walk up and look over in the bed. Because usually your bed was always cut out.
Sure.
Yep. To walk over and look in the bed at the fab work on that, or under the hood at how everything was cut, moved. Man, I always loved that side of it.
They've come a long way from bed covers made out of plywood and vinyl stapled to
wrapped
them.
And thrown on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could sit on
I
it.
still got one.
Hey, they work.
Wow.
They work. That's the main thing.
Don't have it on anything, but I still got one.
That's all right. It's there just in case you need it. That's what it is. It's on standby for that next Toyota you're going to build. That's what it is.
I need to finish one.
How many Toyotas do you have now? For a while, you had several. You narrowed down the...
I've got 3 4Runners.
Still got
a couple of little pickup trucks.
Yep.
I had an inventory reduction sale.
Clear out reduction. Huh?
Yeah.
You're selling out to the bare walls.
That's right. I tell you, I need to do that myself. I got so much. I need to get rid of a bunch of junk.
It's hard to get rid of it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I hate the thoughts of getting rid of them. Man, I need to get rid of this. I'm like, if I do, I'll never have another one.
I need one of those roll-off dumpsters.
Oh, I love to go through my basement with one.
I just want to go through my shop so I can work again.
Actually, I'd probably just have to let my boy do it. That way, that way he can just
so
go
you
in.
Don't see it.
That way I don't see it.
Yeah.
You just get rid of it, and then it's gone.
And you go down there looking for it. Where'd that go?
Yeah.
Wonder where it went.
A couple of years ago, I just started setting stuff outside on the sidewalk and said free. And I even text a couple, hey, if you anybody
Nobody
needs
come
this.
get it.
Yeah, I mean, some of it, but that's the only way you can get rid of it. Just put it outside and say, someone come get it.
Half the time they're too lazy for that, though. They want you to at least bring it to them.
I had 10 gallons of motor oil where I changed oils over the year, a couple of years and stuff like that. And some people come and got it and used it in their heater at home.
Yeah, one of those oil furnaces.
Yeah, I was like, you give away using a motor oil, but dude, I need a roll-off dumpster. You know, Tyler, he said, oh yeah, a shop cleaning from 3 years ago when we got that Galaxy going. Dude, my shop looks like a bomb went off in it. When I get this Volkswagen out of here,
that looks horrible.
Dude, that looks like they built our house to mine.
No, trust me.
I know.
You can at least get a car in your shop. We are packed right now.
That's the thing. I could get 2 or 3 more in there, but
Yeah, at least yours is organized, though.
It's not that organized.
Yeah,
you need to go through that door.
You can see where it's at.
You just mean because you can walk around. That's what it is.
man, there's so many cool projects back there Reed's got going.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. Is there everything from a Jeep? Is it a CJ?
Yeah, there's a CJ7 back there. We've got a model sitting right outside the door, and I saw 2829 sitting there. We got a Mustang, got a Fairlane back there.
The only thing you're missing is a mini truck.
I've got a full-size frame it lays out right there. Does that count for anything?
Well, that's getting close.
We're getting closer.
He's got a secret weapon coming, and I'm not going to say a whole lot about it, but it's unlike anything you've seen.
It's gonna be wild,
and it's going to be on the ground. I can just,
It's gonna be pushing the skull can lids. What I'm hoping for.
Well, that works too.
We hope. If I ever get it done. I'm only like 4 months behind where I wanted to be.
That ain't a brown vehicle, is it?
if you see him dressed like Uncle Eddie,
if it's a brown vehicle, I think I know which one.
That's right.
that may be a spoiler alert or a teaser.
Or maybe I just dress like that. It could be just what I started wearing.
There you go.
You'll know some.
Hopefully it'll be ready by next Christmas.
Maybe I just like how a robe feels, and that's why I started wearing one. Yeah, we got to get on with that though. It's moving along. It's moving along.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a sucker for anything low. That's.
Yeah, me too.
I think everybody's been through that 4-wheel drive craze. Yeah,
I like it both ways. If it's 2-wheel drive, it needs to be close to the ground. If it's 4-wheel drive, it needs to be in the air.
Go up. Yep.
These guys with these squatted trucks. Now, some of them do look ridiculous, but honestly, most of these guys with the 4-wheel drive trucks right now, jacked up with these wheels, lift kits and stuff.
They're cleaner than any vehicle.
Oh, they're immaculate.
They are the mini truck of the 90s.
Yes.
These guys have put a ton of money in it, time, pride.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, they get a lot of slack, just like we did.
Back then, man, all the mini truckers they got all kinds of crap over that.
But those trucks, man, they are works of art.
They are.
And
they
really are. And we support them. We like them.
Sure.
We encourage you to build whatever you want to build, even if it's a Geo.
That's right.
But
the bumping pumpkin.
It's weird because everything was lowered and then it lifted. Jeeps have come and gone numerous times.
Yeah.
But now everything that was lowered is raised up, and now I think things are starting to come back down.
Yep.
But those trucks are the 90s mini trucks, neons.
Yeah,
that kind of started.
Wheel lights on them and everything,
I wish we had that stuff back then.
Oh, wouldn't you like to have a set of those wheel lights like they run now?
I wish we had cameras. I mean, Jason's got, you can see here photos.
We're going to put some pictures out of this stuff up here.
We got tons of pictures of stuff.
He brought all kinds of good stuff. We've even got a picture of the man sitting right over here.
That's when I had
going to
hair.
go up there. Yeah, we're going to have this one blowed up and on there. Everybody needs to see this.
I had hair like John Bon Jovi.
He does. That's a rad-looking guy right there.
Now my hair's worse than Donald Trump's, So, hey, it's. Yeah.
At least you've still got hair. I don't have hair. I just got a hat. That's all I've got.
Well, I'm starting to wear one more than I used to, but
I just now realized. I heard you boys talk about where this was, but I just now realized where it was at over at this Food City on the Boulevard.
Food City. Yeah.
See what's over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is that? 2001, probably. 2002.
God, I don't.
2000.
Yeah, I'd say. And the bad part is, I bet you I was working back up there at Right Angle at that time.
Wow.
I worked up there for a little while right out of high school.
Is the Hofbrau house still in that picture?
No, just Marcus's place there.
So was the Hofbrau house, Was that the original Towngate Ford?
I don't think so, because they went from right over here at Summer Street, and it was Greene County Motor, and then I reckon they went out on the boulevard, and it became Towngate.
Okay.
Yeah, because like that sign hanging there, like one of the last they had at that dealership. It was on Summer Street, and then I don't know, 60, 59, 60, 61. Somebody probably knows. I don't have a clue. I need to do my homework, but then they moved out there, and it became Towngate in the early 60s.
Where Dale Cocker is.
Yeah,
now.
where Cocker's shop is. Yeah, where Dale's place is. Pretty cool building, though. Yeah, they...
Tuscaloosa Boulevard used to be the Motor Mile. Started at Austin
really
Street.
was.
We had several car dealerships.
Yep.
Do you know we had a Packard dealership over on Summer?
At one time, yeah. Packard, was it Packard Cadillac? Or was it Packard? It was Packard something. I can't remember what it is. Mr. Bewley could tell us.
Was it DeSoto or anything like that?
I don't remember. He'd be the one to tell us. He is a wealth of knowledge. We got to get him on here, too.
Yeah, we do.
He's got all the history of all the Greene County dealerships and
Sure.
stuff. His
family's been in it. You said since the 20s?
I think since the 20s is what he told me.
Wow.
Yeah, they've been in a long time. Pretty cool stuff, though. But yeah, that's what else is cool. You know, just like looking at pictures, how much stuff has changed.
Yep.
You know, that's always what's cool to me about pictures. I've always enjoyed looking at them. Just what's there, what's not there. It's wild.
The OG truck revolution, some of those pages of car culture. You know, they're in search of these parts to try and replicate what they once had.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And, to see where did all those O'Reilly Assassins go and, all those crazy wheels back in the day. And, to see that someone's wanting to bring that stuff back is,
Everybody's wanting all that stuff now.
No.
I mean,
What do you think? What do you think is the next phase of just this nostalgia, just bringing something back that you once had?
I think more old school mini truck builds will probably be
Coming back?
Yeah.
And that's what's cool too. You kind of touched on that earlier, because a lot of these trucks, some of them are still around, and they've just been put up. Yep. And so now, like some of these guys, their kids are the ones getting them out doing it. It's become a father-son project now.
Sure.
And they're getting them out. It's when we had that show up there at the fairgrounds, the Fire Enough show. That's what it was up there. All these trucks have been around for years. Some of them are up there,
Yep, 20, 30 years. What do you think Jack will get? What do you, at first we thought he'd do a diesel and this and that, or...
Yeah, I don't know. He's kind of like me. He loves a hard body. But he also bounces around between the hard bodies, the Toyotas, he likes them all. But
yep.
I don't know. We need to do something.
So he's going to be driving them within the next year.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But the Toyota he's got an 02 Tundra.
Okay.
And it's actually a two-wheel drive Tundra, but it looks like four-wheel drive. It looks like four-wheel drive sitting there. Oh, yeah. So we've talked about it going way
south.
Way down, because it's been lifted anyway. It's kind of got a pre-runner look to it, But we've talked about throwing it on the ground just to get it down there. But
yeah.
He also plans on using it, so we may not do that. I mean, he's going to use the pull trailer, pull lawnmowers and stuff, so we may do something different.
Well, if he's like you, he'll probably have 8 or 9 vehicles.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it's a sickness.
You've got them around tucked in there.
Yeah. Golly.
Look what I drug home, Dad.
Yeah. It's a sickness. It really is. That's why I said I need to get rid of a bunch of stuff.
He'll get it, honestly, if he does go down that route. But I'm excited to see what he will evolve into and what he's got going on. It's going to be a lot of fun.
On a side note, why is there so much traffic tonight? That's what I'm trying to figure.
I think they're just...
They're wanting to see L Train. It's got to be.
They've heard his beat.
Tommy.
That's what it is. It's got to be L Train. They knew he was here, man. There's been cars. I've heard cars and seen people.
Well, all these cool cars and they see these lights on them. Maybe they think there's some strippers down here.
That could be it. That could be it. You never know.
I saw some people walking by earlier also.
Really?
So, yeah.
We got people walking through too. Yeah. They need to start beating on the windows. We need to get another camera that just shoots outside. That way everybody there can see what's going on out there. That'd be cool.
There you go.
A lot of motorcycles tonight.
There goes the Fonz.
Yeah, that went Fonzie.
Yeah, Fonzie.
I think they're making laps. I think all those have been through here about 4 times.
Yeah, they're checking out, see what's going on.
That's right.
They usually roll the streets up here in Greenville about 6 o'clock on a Friday evening, and it just kind of goes away. But up on the end of the hill here, we've got a little tap room. It looked like it was happening tonight. You know,
They had a good
again.
crowd up there.
They did, yep. Good little crowd. Good to see things, you know.
You guys tried the
coming
food.
back.
You tried the food up there at that trailer? Food
Not
trailer?
that one.
It's pretty good. Yeah. We went up there. Me and Dwight went up there one day. That's been probably back in the fall. Actually, I ain't been up there in a while. It's been crazy, but or was it earlier? I don't know. Anyway, really good food.
You tried the Gentry's wood-fired pizza?
No,
yet?
but I've been dying to, dude. I love a
I've come
wood-fired
through
pizza.
there, and that smell.
I love a wood-fired
Oh
pizza.
man, I gained 5 pounds just driving by. But yeah, we got to check that place out as well.
Yeah, we need to check
It's
that place out. We figured L Train would have all the knowledge on
real
all
good
that too.
pizza.
No.
Figured he'd been
not
down
made
there.
it yet.
You been back to the grease rack in Newport? That's cool. That was an old car garage back in the day, and you know, you go in there now and you're looking for George Jones and Tammy Wynette sitting at the bar because nothing's changed since about 1972. But they've got the best damn steak I've ever eaten in my life.
Well, it's got new owners, and they did upgrade it just a little bit.
Little bit.
It's
Close.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Go in expecting George, huh?
Oh yeah, man.
That's great. That's
It does.
funny.
It looks like you're stepping back in time, but you know,
Yeah.
good stuff.
That is. That's funny.
A lot of cool cars come out of Newport back in the day too.
Yeah.
A lot of chop shops down there. If you needed any parts, I'm sure that's where a lot of them came from. You know, but
Well,
That's funny.
hey, you lived on the Newport Highway too, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On the Newport Highway.
always seen everything coming to town. It was the best time when the rod run was going.
Oh,
on.
you could see everything
watch
go through
everything
there.
going.
Because that was the only way there, really. I mean, unless they went to interstate.
Yep. Nobody wanted to get their cars on the interstate.
Nobody wanted to run interstate. So.
Yep.
How do you think a rod run is now compared to what it used to be? Is it half the size?
I don't know. It's not the same rod run.
No, it ain't what it used to be. I mean, they still have a good crowd, but
Yeah.
but I don't know. I don't know. Something's
The whole area has tripled in size and entertainment and places to things to do.
You can't get out and cruise and stuff like you used to. That's the worst part.
They don't have none of the old cars.
Right.
We won't go see old cars cruising, not new cars.
Yeah. Everybody sitting bumper to bumper, and,
Yeah.
6 lanes wide right there.
Yeah.
So Patton Avenue was big in Asheville, and we all used to go over there, a couple of times. He went over probably more than the rest of us, but they're having a cruise in.
I saw that. Yeah.
And I forgot to check in on it and see when it is again.
It's
We need to-
coming up. We'll look and see.
Is
But
it next week or the week after?
good possibility. It's within.
think
It's
it's
this
this
month.
weekend.
No, it's this month. So it's close.
It was a good crowd, good mix of stuff over there back in
We
the day.
used to go over there some whenever I was younger. Me and some boys we used to ride around with. Mm-hmm. We'd go over there.
It was a fun time.
Took an old Cadillac hearse over and rode around one time.
Heck yeah.
Be
I
the
was about-
last to let you down.
That's right. The last to let you down. There's about 9 of us in it. I think it was 4 deep in the front, and then there's about 5 or 6 of us in the back riding around that thing.
Did y'all ever have a coffin or a stretcher or
always
anything back
wanted
there?
one. We always talked about getting one.
Yeah.
And then just like letting it slide out the back or something,
Yep.
It was always a lot of fun.
I saw a reel the other day where some guys were driving a hearse down the highway, and they said they killed a dude twice, or they killed a dead dude, and the car hydroplaned and it spun around, and the back door came open, the casket came out, and the truck that was following them.
Oh gosh.
It wasn't AI, but
How do you explain that to your insurance company?
Exactly. Man,
I can imagine that phone call. Well, I killed a guy, but he was already dead, huh?
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. That is funny. But yeah, we'll have to check in on that date on that one. That might be pretty fun to go to. I see they've been updating it some, but I can't remember for the life of me when the date of it is.
yep. Since this time change, we got extra hour daylight now, and everything has just come to life.
Yeah.
This show, that show, this one,
yeah.
that one. And I can't keep up with them now.
Yeah.
There's something every weekend coming
Right. So yeah,
soon,
now
so.
you're on for
Next 6 months.
3 to 4 things for the next 6 months every weekend.
Yep.
Yep.
Which that's a good thing, but I mean it's hard to get to all of it. But
I can't remember them all.
yeah, no kidding. Write them down, whatever. Still don't have
And
it.
lose the paper.
I've always been good about that. Yeah. I can't read my own handwriting. That's always a problem too. I used to blame it on being left-handed, but I've seen left-handers that can write really nice, so I think it's just me.
People just text now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Most people do that rather than talk on the phone now.
I've actually started talking to text, and it's kind of cool.
I've never have really done that, but I always figured my accent would probably screw that up because
Breaker, this here's the candlestick maker. and then it goes on, period.
yeah,
Just here on, so, but yeah.
I always figured my dialect would get it screwed up and it wouldn't know what words I was saying. Because we're just short of me having to have subtitles across the screen right now, so it's not far from it. So
You don't have any sayings that, like, we know that one guy that has one, and, it's kind of good, googly moogly.
yeah, we know that guy. I don't have anything cool like that. I will never be that cool.
He's always been cool.
He's always been cool, ain't he?
Yeah. Oh, yes, as long as I've
Yeah.
known him. But no, I don't have any
I don't have nothing cool.
any sayings or anything like that either. Oh, yeah, here.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of stuck with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. That one's always stuck. I've heard that one for years.
You got anything on the plate coming up? Any projects or anything? Or you want to revive? Or,
I just got my black 2-wheel drive 4Runner.
you got a couple of Great Dane dogs now. You married life, home. He's does his thing.
He's finally settled down.
Yeah, he has.
Train's pulled in the station.
Yep.
That's right.
But his boys are huge. They are 200 pound.
180.
That's close enough.
Yeah,
He's got some
180.
big Great Danes. Big boys.
Got 2 boys and 1 female. She's about 80 pounds.
Oh.
No, she's 120 pounds.
Wow.
They're good dogs, though. They're real good dogs.
Yeah.
Do they like going for rides? You get them out a lot, Ned?
I do, but they love going camping.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's all right.
I hook a camper up and
It's time to go,
The
ain't
2
it?
big ones lose their mind.
They're ready.
Wow. You imagine getting those Great Danes in the back of that 4Runner in the back door, the window
Yeah,
down
the
in
hatch
it.
open.
Dude, I'd feel bad for them because they couldn't stand up or
Yeah.
sit down.
Yeah.
All they could do is stick their heads
That's what
out.
it is. He's got the floor cut
You
out
have
so
to
bad
take
they
them to a
can't even.
chiropractor when you got them home.
Yeah.
But those are some big boys. Yeah.
That's
Well,
funny.
they about can't fit in the back of my big Ford. So
Wow.
I mean,
That's
it's all they stand up neat and
Yeah, I had a
about touch the
cousin.
roof.
Had a cousin always had Great Danes. They're good dogs. They really are.
Oh yeah,
Real good
yeah, they got
dogs.
good personality.
Yes, very good personality. That's funny. I like that though. They see that camper getting hooked up, they're ready to rock and roll. Ain't they?
Yeah, my white black one, he loses his mind.
What's his favorite thing to do?
Who? Him?
Yeah.
Be with me.
Really?
That's
I mean,
good.
right there.
That's awesome.
Both of them.
How old are they?
7.
All of them.
Yep. So, yep.
Are they brothers from?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's
Okay.
good. You
Make
didn't split them
brothers.
up.
Nope.
Yeah, that's real good. Keep them together.
Yep. Duke and Cash.
That's funny.
I can't walk one without the other.
I'd say they walk you.
I was thinking about walk you, I'd say.
Well, they could if they wanted, but they mind.
Mine better than most kids.
Yep. Sometimes it depends on what they see.
Good
I will
deal.
take off.
Now,
That's awesome.
If it's got food involved, you probably ain't gonna stop them.
Right. I'm about like that myself. Whenever it comes time to eat, I have a mind of my own.
I just ate a filet-o-fish. And I know most people are like, that ain't fish. Well, whatever it was good. And I eat about one a year. And there's a McDonald's across the street from my shop. And I go there about once a month. You get a craving for a quarter pounder of cheese or something. And there's just nothing else like it. But I had to get, my stomach was such on my backbone. So I stopped and got a filet-o-fish light on the sauce. And it was tasty. It really,
I never
about
minded
ate another
that. I always kind of thought they were all right. I always,
Did you like the McRib?
it wasn't nothing fancy, but I could eat them.
It was a McNasty.
Yeah, I mean,
you
it
get it
wasn't.
all over.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest thing, but I mean, I probably eat worse food. I mean,
Someone got a cheeseburger, and I guess they wanted a hamburger a few years ago, and they took their piece of cheese off and out the window as they pass my shop. Well, you know, people throw stuff out. I pull in, I'm like, is that a slice of cheese in the parking lot? And I thought, about 30 minutes later, I thought, wait a minute, there's a slice of cheese out there. I go out there, and there lays a slice of cheese. And it has a tread mark on it where a car ran over it. And I'm like, what the? Was that a motorcycle or like a car? And it didn't tear it apart. It was still intact. And I'm like, no way. So I took a picture and I posted it. And he was like, dude, you're weird. A slice of cheese? So, hey, man, the next day, what's the update on the slice of cheese? I go out there and it's still there. And by then, it's starting to harden. And I thought, man, it looks like a Bondo spreader. So I take this slice of cheese and I pick it up and I'm like, man, it's still got a tread mark on it. I lay it on a napkin and I take it in the shop and I keep it for about a week. And this thing did not deteriorate. It didn't get gooey or it just dried out. And I thought, what the crap is that stuff we're eating? And so I had to make a stupid video, and I used it as a squeegee and pushed the bubbles out of one window tint jar. And, you know, if you go to my Facebook page, you can look it up. And
That's right.
Hey, tell me, how do you get all those bubbles out of your window tint? You gotta give me one of your secrets here. Give them one away.
Secret to the business right there. If you need to know how to get your window tint right, just use a slice of cheese. It's hardened up from.
But it was as hard as a Bondo spreader or a, not that I use Bondo spreaders, but a squeegee.
Yeah.
But it was fun to see that. But,
oh, yeah.
Man, you know, I think that Filet-O-Fish, it had cheese with it. So
we had a plant I used to work at up here in town. Somebody had left a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit in there. And when we found it, it'd probably been in there for a few weeks.
Oh,
but
wow.
same thing, that we kept it in there for like 2 years.
To see
Kept
if
it up on a cabinet.
went south.
Pull it down, check it. It still looked like you could have put it in the microwave, warmed it up, and eat it.
I ate a Pop-Tart that laid on the floor for about a week and a half once. It got soft. And then it got kind of crunchy. But hey, it was tasty.
Oh, that's great. What else was it? What was it? Y'all were at a baseball game or something?
Oh, we were at a Volkswagen show in
Is that what it was?
Sevierville.
Oh, okay.
And the Boy Scouts, you know, they have their concession stand and, you know, they got hot chocolate. I'm not a coffee drinker. It tastes like there's something missing.
Yeah.
It's like turpentine or something. And so I'm over here getting a hot chocolate and a sausage biscuit. And this thing comes out, dude, and I mean, it's huge. And Tyler looks at it, and it's on a little paper plate, you know. This thing's about this big, about the size of a Crystal burger. But it's like this thick. He looks at me, and I just put it down on the ground and stepped on it. Mashed it flat. I mean, my shoe was clean. Mashed that baby flat. I couldn't. I mean, it's like eating a whole apple. You just couldn't do it. So I mashed that baby flat. It looked kind of like a tortilla. And, hey, you know, it worked. So,
I forgot about that. Man,
you know, sometimes you just have to, you know, make that sausage
had to
biscuit
compress it. Yeah,
a
you
pizza.
Had to compress it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Look like a Mexican pizza.
That's great. Gotta love it. Always a story with Tommy, you know.
Yep.
L-Train, appreciate the heck out of you coming by, hanging out with us, talking about all this old school stuff, man. It's awesome. We'll get some of these pictures thrown up here for anybody that's still listening at this point.
We're definitely going to have to put some thumbnails up here, some of these cool cars, you know, man.
Yeah, we got a good I was going to say social media guy, but whatever he is, director, whatever. He actually wears all the hats. I mean, he's the only one out of us smart enough to do all this. So
No doubt.
I just sit and talk. That's all I can do.
Any of the listeners and viewers that click on the page, if you've got some pictures of your former rides, click on the page and just add them in a comment.
Yeah.
We'd love to see them.
Get them on the Hot Rods and Hijinks Facebook page.
Yep. We actually may build a page
Right.
and host those cars. Post them up there, and
Pretty sure you can leave that on the YouTube as well. You can leave it on the YouTube channel. You can leave it on the Facebook page for the podcast and everything. Yeah. Or if that don't work, you can head over to Tommy's, or you can head over to my shop. Whatever.
Sure.
Leave it on there.
But click on Facebook, and we'll send a link on it to our YouTube channel. So we want you to go to YouTube, subscribe to the channel,
like, follow,
give us
share,
a like, follow it, share it,
pass it around.
If you've got any, I'm having a blank here.
That's all right.
If you've got any suggestions on things that you'd like to see or hear about, or or questions or comments, or constructive criticism,
we'll take anything. We'll listen to anything.
Any of this, yeah.
If you like it, don't like it.
Help us out here. We're getting started at this. It is kind of new to us.
Even if you want to just pass along dietary facts to Tommy, so he not eating smashed sandwiches and cheese that he found in the parking lot. I mean, if you want to.
That Pop-Tart was good, though. I'll end it with this one. So, one of the guys I used to work with, we were moving some furniture one day. And when you're always in a rush, you eat when you get a chance. And by then, it's 11 o'clock. I've not had anything to eat since the day before. My blood sugar's out of the, it's crazy. I'm all over the place. And hell, it's 90 degrees at 11 o'clock. And we're moving furniture. And I'm like, dude, are we going to get something to eat? I'm weak here. I need something. Yeah, just give me another couple minutes. I look around, and he throws. I don't drink Mountain Dews because I'm like a 6-year-old on the M&Ms. And he goes, "Here, just take you a drink of this. This will be all right." So he gave me, and I looked down, and there's a 50-pound bag of kibbles and bits.
Oh no!
And I said, I'm going for it.
Oh no!
I mean, it's corn, and I just reached down and got me a scoop, about 7 or 8 little chunks. I started popping them babies like they were Tylenols. And, 10 minutes later, we had a whole U-Haul loaded full of furniture, and we were on our way.
And Tommy was chasing cars down the street.
Chasing cars. Bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, yay. That's all I've got to say about this week.
We got to get out of here. This guy, he's getting unhinged over here. I think he's had a Mountain Dew. I think they slipped in his filet of fish sandwich.
Dr. Pepper.
Hey, listen, Hot Rods and Hijinks. Tune in for the next time, because who knows what Tommy's eating by then. L Train, thanks for coming out and hanging with us. Come back and see us, man.
See you next time. Take care, everybody.
Me and Tommy out of here. Later.